Rock music.
Intro.
All right, welcome back, universe, to Tom and Mark Off the Rails, episode 26, our first ever 26th episode, and our 6-month anniversary. Woo!
Yay!
Go team!
Yay, 6 months!
Coming to you live from Highland Tower Studios in Cedarburg. We are also on Facebook Live at the moment.
Yes, we are, and we're here with special guest, Shelly Janke,
Hey!
owner of, what do you own?
New Image Total Body Spa.
Where can we find that?
Racine, Wisconsin.
That's awesome. All right, and remember, everybody on Facebook, that we do have other shows. We're not a one-trick pony. We got a bonus episode. We have Movies with Mark.
And that is all.
And that...
We're a 3-trick pony?
Son of a bitch, guys.
Hat-trick pony?
I'm trying to build this up, and you guys just pull me right down to earth every time. Well, as long as we're on the Movies with Mark section, let's get that just right out of the way. What do we do next?
Next week we are going to review, what was it called? It's off the...
Snow
off Da Bluff.
Off the Bluff or on the Bluff?
I believe it's Da Bluff.
The THA.
It's on Netflix.
I thought there was going to be snow. Like it was going to be in the Arctic.
It was the opposite of snow.
No, it was the ghetto
Rain.
of Atlanta. The ghetto
It was
of
black people.
Hey, save it for the review, man.
We're
Yeah,
teasing the review.
Tom's actually already
We're
watched it.
tickling the
I haven't
review a
watched it
little.
yet, so now we're giving the universe
I've
an
watched
opportunity if they want to watch it ahead of time.
Yes.
And another announcement. We're doing a contest, everybody. Molly, tell them about our contest.
It's a contest that we're doing on Facebook. You like us on Facebook, you share the contest,
Right
you
here.
sign up for our newsletter, you get an entry for each one of those. It's an LED programmable fan. You can make it say whatever you want. Really
Suck it,
cool for
sharper
on your
image.
desk,
Subliminal
or
messages.
It's very cool.
Be like, watch our show.
You can
watch
program
our
it
show.
to say whatever you want. It's
Since
pretty
you
cool.
guys are awesome fans, we're going to give you an awesome fan. And I really
Boom, boom.
wish
Awesome.
you guys wouldn't have entered, because I kind of want this now that I'm looking at it.
Well,
You can.
just make sure Molly
You,
wins it.
Yeah,
you
I
can't
am
make
running
yourself
it.
win.
So go on there, share it. Have everybody share it. Let's join. Let's make it better. Yeah?
Yeah,
Everybody
cool. Free stuff.
It's going to be here. It's running
No-
for 2 weeks.
No strings attached.
Yep.
We're not going to do anything with your entry. What is it? You need to enter an email?
Email.
And that's it. And we're not going to do anything with that. What would we do?
You
with it?
answer one question. Would you like to be on our newsletter?
Yeah.
Yes. Then we'll put you on the newsletter. No. You're still in to win the fan.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can say no and you'll win the fan.
The email is just to notify the winner.
That's all. We're not going to do... Yeah.
So, and then 99% of people are just going to scroll right on by it. I boosted the hell out of it. Got all these looks. Nobody clicks. Maybe I shouldn't have put my ugly face. I wanted Molly to model it.
Sorry.
Fan.
Yeah.
That means I have to get up. I'm doing important things over here.
Fan away
I'm coming out of my winter body.
Here we go. We have a model right here.
fan.
All right.
No one wants that fan for me.
Well, speaking of
Let's
a
get
model
out of
right
here.
here, let's get up to our cougar update. Cougar's been spotted again.
Yeah.
Right here in Highland Tower.
No,
Somebody call the DNR because we got a cougar here.
aren't they wondering if there's like 2 cougars now or more than one
We come in
because of all the
packs.
sightings?
That's right.
That's
I have friends I could bring.
Aren't they? That should come in prides, right?
Prides. Yes.
Prides the cougars. It's
Wolves
spotted
are in
in
packs. Yes.
Wauwatosa, and the I put DNA, but it's DNR confirms the 3rd sighting of the cougar, and it is, quote, looking to set up a territory.
Uh-oh. Staking out its...
That's correct. 50-mile radius.
Yeah. So you're down in Racine.
But, yeah,
This cougar is staying up here. It must have got some of your scent and backing away.
that's right.
Knows
That's
its
right.
role.
There's only so many cougars in an area.
Yeah,
Do
we
we-
saw it in Colgate, right out of Menominee Falls. Then it went down to Waukesha. Then it went over towards Racine, said, whoa, came back, and now it's in
I
Wauwatosa.
did mark my
Do
territory.
they know if
Yep.
it's a gender? Like, is it a male or
It is
female?
a gender. It has one.
It has gender.
It
It's
has
just
gender.
in.
I know multiple gender people, though.
Okay.
But yeah, do we know if it's a male or female?
Nobody lifted its tail yet.
Well, I don't know if you can tell by looking at it. If a zoologist might know. I don't know.
Set of tits on that. Look at it.
Well,
set
some
of tits on
animals-
that cougar.
Like some animals, the males are a little more showy because they're
Yeah.
They have
trying to attract
the
a female.
That's correct.
Sometimes you can tell. I don't know. Just curious.
Well, they did have footage of it, so I guess they would have said.
Could zoom in if you really wanted to know.
It looked kind of bitchy to me.
Just have a moment.
Well, then on the
A
other hand,
little.
it was peeping in somebody's window, so I'm guessing it's a male. Yeah, cougars can easily travel 15 to 20 miles in a single night.
I had to drive a whole hour to get here.
Wow.
In a single hour.
In a single hour. How many miles is that? 40, 50 miles?
Well, it's 70 miles an hour.
Wow, okay.
At least 60.
Wow, did I math bad there?
How far can you get for an hour going 70 miles an hour?
Well, you had to cross the Cougar's Pass, so it'll probably skedaddle out of here for a little while at least.
Just
Skedaddle.
All the kids say skedaddle.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's the hip phrase.
That's what my cubs say these days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You even call them Cubs.
That's what their names are.
The Cubs?
Yeah.
Okay. Cougar and her Cubs.
Mm-hmm.
All right, should we do best drink ever of the week?
Yeah, sure. This week I decided we're going to do mimosas. It's a traditional holiday drink at my family, and we're coming up on Easter. It is half orange juice, half sparkling white wine. We used Prosecco. You could use champagne if you really want to celebrate. And my family, we've always done this. We put a splash of grenadine in the bottom, just a little bit for color.
Makes it pretty.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lovely brunch type drink. Have it on Christmas morning. Have it on Easter morning. You know. I don't like Bloody
Cheers.
Marys, so this is my morning beverage.
Okay.
Cheers.
Excellent. And we do have one other order of business. Marco's $1. I re-listened to the show last week. You owe $1, sir.
All right, I'll pay you.
You went religion.
Double or nothing. I'll pay
You
you.
know about the taboos on the show?
I do not.
Don't talk about religion, politics, or a
Perfect.
certain quarterback of the
Non-religious, non-political, and
There we
Don't
go.
watch
And Mark broke it. Where's your buck, dude? Let's do it.
I don't know if I have a buck.
you better. That's our taboo check. You don't have a wallet on you?
No, I do not.
All right.
I think I have a
I'm not-
wallet downstairs. In the break between the bonus and the regular, I'll go get it.
Okay, we'll do it.
What
So
did I say?
it was regarding Easter, and you defined it as the rise of somebody's
Who?
something. I'm not paying $1, dude. Damn it. It's your $1. All right. So what is today? What is today?
it's Saturday.
Today's the day before Easter.
It's April Fool's Day.
That's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow.
Just kidding.
Easter, it's April 1st. Because it's also my grandfather's birthday.
Whoa.
Tomorrow is April 1st.
What's tomorrow?
Tomorrow is April Fool's Day.
See, I got you.
Ah!
I got you. You thought it was April Fool's
It's the
Day.
long con.
All right, so you guys want to go over some April Fool's pranks?
Yeah, let's do it.
The best April Fool's prank is to make people think today's April Fool's. All right.
It's like the surprise birthday party on the wrong day.
Yeah. They'll never see it coming.
Surprise.
Surprise. Happy birthday.
It's not my birthday.
All right, so I'm going to go over some of these. Wait, do you have any cool pranks that you've done?
Yeah.
Let's hear some.
I put on Facebook that I was going to start listening to country music.
Oh.
And I got like 100 comments on it because I am not a country music fan. I am a heavy metal rocker.
Yes, she is. All right. Mark, you do any good pranks?
Not really.
No, I get Molly every chance I get.
You're notorious.
I know
Yeah.
people
For
who
pranks.
say they're pregnant on April Fool's, but they're really not.
Ooh.
That's a good one.
I've been fooled many a times on April Fool's.
How many kids you might have?
Hack into someone else's Facebook account and mess with it.
Ooh,
Oh, that's what you
hacker.
should do,
Ooh,
Molly.
Susan does have
Can you
access to
hack?
Tom's Facebook account,
Yeah, I just put it in there.
so she can monitor Facebook Live, which she's not doing because she's actually getting her emissions tested right
No,
now.
she's back.
Oh, she's back already?
Yeah.
Excellent.
So she's monitoring.
Wow,
She's
Quick
hearing
Trip does not lie.
All right, give
It's quick.
this one I'm going to use on my dad. Give someone a frozen home screen. So you take a snapshot of their home screen and then you turn that to their wallpaper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you
Go
want
ahead,
to?
finish.
Okay, and then they keep pressing it, but it's actually they're just pressing a picture. So they're
that
not
would get
getting
him
their
so
apps.
bad.
That would get my
He
dad
would be
so
so
bad.
pissed.
Another thing I've seen is the faked cracked
Crack
back-
screen?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the fake crack screen, and then you like drop the phone real quick, and be like, sorry, you can give it back to them.
yeah. Mark, I did something to your phone screen once.
Yes, you put a part of your body on my phone. Took a picture of it, and this is
You can say it. Go ahead.
I had just gotten the phone, so I wasn't even sure how we did this, but I had a picture
of my balls.
of Tom's balls on my phone, and the picture was on my phone. And I
His
just got
balls
this thing, so I
on
didn't know
his
how that
phone,
worked.
and the
I'm like,
picture-
how did you
yeah.
transfer the file?
So it's a picture of my balls on his phone. On his phone.
Yes.
But that was when
That was in the party house
The
when I was in
beginning of-
college.
camera phones, right? So
Yeah. That was my first flip phone.
So I'm like, I hope somebody calls
Ouch.
because every time you put that phone up to your head.
you know where it's been.
All right. Molly, you do any good pranks?
No.
Come on. Plastic wrap underneath the cap of like body wash or soap or something, so when people try to squeeze it, nothing comes out. Not in the mood for that? You could get all your employees with that. What? Come on. What do you got going on there?
She says you're stealing all of
No,
my...
I'm not thinking that. I'm waiting for the good stuff.
The good stuff.
I'm waiting for something funny.
Oh.
Ooh.
Thank
Does
you.
that help?
I need a drum roll.
Okay.
One time, Andrew, my old roommate, swapped my mattress and my box spring. So that when I went to bed and jumped in, it was the freaking box spring on the top with my sheets on it like normal.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was never clever enough to come up with, like, pranks to get him back.
One is to sew like 3 inches up somebody's sock closed. So when they go to pull it on, it won't go all the way.
It's kind of funny.
You grab somebody's phone and you change your contact name to mom, and then you text them.
Oh,
So like,
that's a good one.
Dad's in the hospital.
Well, I wouldn't
And
do
it's
that.
from mom.
You know,
Start sending pictures.
you could do something really funny like, oh, I thought I was texting, like, do that joke of like a booty call text, but from your mom.
From your mom. Oh, that was meant for your dad.
Yeah.
Thing. A lot of these make a jar of Tang, but instead of using Tang, you use Kraft macaroni and cheese powder in water.
Oh,
I've seen the ones.
what a
that-
waste of Kraft macaroni and cheese powder.
You are pretty cheap on that powder.
That's good stuff.
When
When I was a kid, there was like chocolate milk and strawberry milk. I wanted cheese milk. I loved drinking that last little bit of cheese sauce at the end of your mac and cheese.
But a whole cup?
I never got to try it, but I wanted to. Young Mark is like, let's do this.
All right. Putting bugs, cut out bugs inside of a lampshade. We got a picture here. Hold on, I'm scrolling down.
Tom's now doing the 2-screen
Ooh.
experience.
Yeah.
Creepy roach.
Baby roach.
Creepy roach.
Oh, creepy roach. Food coloring in somebody's toothpaste. Then they brush their teeth and look something like this gentleman.
I've seen online towels that they're white, and when they get wet, they turn red. So you can replace that for their hand towel or whatever, or the bath mat. So they step
See the
on
bath
it,
mat when
and
it
they
turns,
think,
it's like
yeah,
they're bleeding, and
they think they're bleeding all over the place.
That's... See, the extent of mine is, like, I'll mix Skittles and M&Ms in a candy dish.
Oh, you
That
bitch!
is horrible.
Stick it out at work just to watch people's reactions.
There's a
Truly
special
evil.
place in hell for people like you, Molly.
She's a
I know.
rebel.
And the best part is you just stick it out there. No one knows it was you.
You're in the corner laughing.
Everyone's
They might
just
figure it out.
making free-
Now they do.
Yeah.
This was one of my favorites. Rubber band, the dishwashing. What is that? The nozzle that you use to scrape your dishes with?
Not sure what
Right
you
here.
mean.
How would you describe that? This is a better picture if you're going to get up.
Oh, I see. Yeah, your little hand sprayer.
So when they turn the water on, I've got my dad with that a couple times. That one's always fun. Filling jelly donuts with ketchup.
Oh,
Have you guys ever done the ketchup packet at the end of a straw trick to people?
end of a
Love.
straw.
So what you do is, if somebody walks away and you're at like a restaurant, you uncover their drink and you take the cover with the straw on it. You open up a ketchup packet, you put it at the end of their straw, then you put it back
I see.
into the soda,
Mm.
and then they suck ketchup.
When I was a kid, I used to take ketchup packets and
Gross.
put them under the tires in cars in the parking lot.
So cool.
Yeah, I know. 6-year-old Mark, what a prankster.
Oh, this is for plumbers. Would you fix the leak in the sink? And then when they come there, there's just a leak in the sink.
It's $100 joke, though.
And it's-
Just for the delivery. Just for them to show up.
It's an actual leak.
Nice.
Oh, thanks. Oh boy. Print out horrifying images and put them in your coworker's desk drawer.
Get them potentially fired.
Oh, there's it.
Oh, Pennywise.
Pennywise. Sorry, I didn't see the movie.
Tim Curry Pennywise, by the way.
Creepy.
A glow stick in a cutout toilet paper towel roll so it looks like eyes when somebody comes in.
Ooh.
Would that freak you out?
Yes, it would.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Somebody's coming to get me. Slash somebody's tires.
That's not really a prank. That's what you do to your enemies.
No, it's put a picture of Slash taped to their tires. You really
That's
thought I meant
stupid.
slash somebody's tires? Yes. You slash somebody's tires.
We have a picture of Bob Marley on one of our printers at work because it always be jamming.
Boom, boom.
When we were at McDonald's, we put a picture of Ice Cube on the Ice Cube thing. Paint a bar of soap with clear nail polish. So
You never get to it.
So you never get to it. That's a good one. That one's not that funny. Oh, here's your bath mat, Mark.
Yeah. See?
Sweet.
There it is with the footprints.
I've seen those.
Hollow out Easter candy and put mustard in it.
Oh.
Oh, that's something Molly would do.
No.
Some of these are a lot of work.
Maybe to Amy.
This one could get you fired. Put a coworker's name on a pair of underwear and leave them around the office somewhere.
Hand stitch Tom into a pair of tidy
Yeah.
whities and just leave it somewhere.
All right.
Little
boy.
sneak behind the curtain here. Tom has 2 computers and one of them is crapped out on him.
And one is not working, and that has all my stuff. Glue a quarter to the sidewalk.
I have come
That's
across quarters glued to the floor. And I'm a cheap bastard, so I try to pick up every coin I see.
Ooh, this one would be cool. Like one of your Speed Stick deodorants. Pull it down so there's a lot of room, and then just fill the top with cream cheese.
That is a good one.
All right, and that's our pranks. Okay, our next story. This involves you. I made all stories that can somehow involve you, I believe.
That's nice.
So, hemp is making a comeback in Wisconsin.
Yes, it is. I
But
actually
we-
sell CBD oil.
That's where we were going with that.
it's
You
good.
see that?
And what do you do with this oil?
You put it under your tongue and let it do its magic.
Whoa.
Is there an effect? Like
Yeah, it's amazing. It's like
a
all the-
psychotropic effect?
Nope, it's all the benefits minus the psychotropic effect.
Okay.
Wow.
It's everything but the THC.
Cool.
So it's awesome. Anti-inflammatory.
Huh.
All right, so
Far
it's
out,
making
man.
a comeback, but we have a problem here in Wisconsin. We are out of seeds.
We'll get it from Colorado. It's organic.
In Jefferson County, the hemp's making a comeback. The crop can be used for plastic fibers and fuel, but it's often mistaken for marijuana, the good stuff. Now there's confusion whether farmers can buy their seeds legally.
Well, couldn't we get
You just have to grow
engineer some sort of plant
Oh, it's been engineered.
Yeah.
to not be illegal but still make hemp rope and whatnot?
Well, the female plants I think, don't have the THC.
Okay.
It's the male plant.
How do you tell the difference between a male and a female plant?
The balls.
You lift the tail.
You lift the tail. I guess. See, she plans to sell the CBD oil she extracts from the plants of hemp to make lotions, medical salves, and shampoos. So you use hemp in, I imagine, in some of your muscle relaxing oil.
Yeah, so we sell hemps. Like the actual, it's hemps is like a lotion brand.
Okay.
That's really good, yeah. So I sell that.
Stuff.
Yeah, so we sell hemps. We use all organic CBD oil.
Okay.
Birthdays every day.
So we know it's not produced in Wisconsin.
Oh, it is Jefferson County.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wisconsin's among the greatest producers of industrial hemp in the nation. Demand
Cool,
soared
man.
during wartime when it was used for rope and twine.
That's
You can only test it. See, this is the problem. The seeds and stuff need to be tested in a lab to see if it's hemp or marijuana.
Oh, they can't even tell the seeds
You could
apart.
just test it on your own and just wait 10 minutes and see what happens.
But that's illegal.
Oh,
Here,
that's right. That's it.
so we can't. Really
What if it's
do that.
clinical?
Yeah.
Is there medical marijuana in
No.
Wisconsin?
No.
No? Okay.
None of that.
Gotta skip the border.
Mhm.
What, Illinois?
Yeah.
That's not too far.
I think
For all your
eventually it will
glaucoma
all
needs.
become
Yeah, I mean, it's just a march of time, really.
really big farmers out.
Because young people don't care at all. So as they get older, they will statistically be the voting majority, and it'll be legal in
Exactly.
a matter of time.
In order, one of the differences is the content of hemp needs to be 0.3%
Yep.
or lower.
I did know that. That's what I was going to say. As long
Yeah.
as under that 0.3, it's legal. in
You guys seem curious. Let's go some differences between hemp and marijuana. You guys want to learn?
Sure. I know very little about this stuff.
Okay, genetics.
Need to do research.
Yeah.
Cannabis is believed to be one of the oldest domesticated crops. Throughout history, humans have grown different varieties of cannabis for industrial and medical uses. Tall, sturdy plants were grown by early civilizations to make foods, oils, textiles, ropes, and food. What would you just make? A nice salad?
Of course.
Yeah.
Fresca salad? What type of dressing would you use on your hemp salad?
Hemp seed oil.
Yeah.
Hemp oil?
Hemp seed oil, yeah.
Yeah.
I would go with a
Synergy.
A little vinaigrette with that.
Yeah.
That's what I would go
Balsamic?
Yeah, exactly. There's olive oil, hemp oil.
Other plants were recognized and being bred for psychoactive uses and selectively bred to get gooder.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. So they separated in the gene pool. There's hemp and there's marijuana. And then I just mentioned the THC content.
Do you know how hemp actually works? You have an endocannabinoid system in your body.
Yep.
And that is actually how it triggers your body to fight inflammation, disease. And so it's one of the newest systems that they've actually come across in the last 20 years.
That's the CBD versus THC aspect of it.
So the endocannabinoid system is actually how marijuana works in a clinical setting.
Mm-hmm.
That is news to me.
Just
Hemp
saying.
carries very little THC, and marijuana carries a lot. But hemp has the CBD, cannabinoid, and marijuana has very little of that. So they're seesawing back and forth. Cultivation, the difference. They're used for different uses, so they require different growing conditions. The marijuana needs more of a sunny climate for their flowering stage and the life cycles. You know, you ever hear bud?
Susan and I were thinking
Buds.
of getting a
This is
grow
buds
light.
for you. I've heard that.
What's that?
Susan and I were thinking of getting a grow light.
Uh-oh.
Not for that.
Okay.
We were going to put it over the sink so we could have our little herbs
Why
growing.
not?
Because it
It
doesn't
is
get
an
a whole
herb.
lot of sun over there. So that we could have our basil and our rosemary and our mint. But
Dude,
like,
it's a fucking nickel at the store, dude. Just buy some basil.
yeah, and if I plant it in the ground, I have all the basil I could ever need for free.
Yeah, you have a garden full of 8 nickels. You just grew 8 nickels, dude.
It's just
Here,
saying, yeah,
grab
every,
Is that like a dime?
every penny, man.
Two of them
You're just,
go dime
you're
bag.
just throwing nickels away, sir. Throwing them away.
He's the guy who glues the quarter to the
Yeah.
sidewalk. So don't
I
worry.
glue maybe a nickel to the sidewalk.
This guy's just throwing dollars in the taboo jar left and right. It'll grow nickels.
You forget that the taboo jar stays here with me all week.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of sheets of paper in there that say IOU.
Ooh, this one's for $1. You're going to keep this one. It's a good one.
Medical cannabis has been selectively bred over generations, and its characteristics are optimized in its cultivation environment to produce female flowers. Ba-boom! Cougar female flowers. Whoa, we're losing it here. Okay. In contrast, hemp is primary male. Sausage fest. We could call it a hemp fest next time.
They have that at Madison.
Damn.
A different audience, but sure, let's embrace
Hemp fest
it.
is a total hemp fest. So, low THC, tall, fast-growing plants. They're harvest for their stalks more than their buds.
So if you have a full spectrum CBD oil, that means they use the whole entire plant, not just the oil itself. So full spectrum has a lot more vitamins and natural occurring, benefits to it. Just like if you use the whole grind of a plant, like of a fruit or something, they use the whole plant, not just the certain parts.
You must need a lot of hemp to get oil out of it. I went to an olive oil making place once in
Mhm.
Italy, and they said you go through so many olives,
Right.
and olives are kind of moist. So it's just like hemp. Is
Yeah.
it
So
a
that's-
wet plant? I've never handled it.
Well, I just went to a maple syrup tapping event,
Yeah,
and it takes
Ooh.
I know,
yeah,
right?
gallons
And
and
it
gallons.
takes 40 gallons of sap to make 1 gallon of syrup. So I do know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a plethora of information.
So if you wanted to make some hemp oil, would you need a whole farm field of hemp to produce?
Probably
Like
more
a-
than above your sink.
Yeah.
But you
Well,
would-
I'm not making hemp.
I
I
think
want basil.
that's why it helps to use the whole plant. You'll get more yielding out of the entire plant than just the selective parts.
So
Right.
just
Plus, it's more
crushing
beneficial.
the genitalia of the plant?
Well, that's another subject. It's
Get that
in the
hemp
dark
plant,
web.
Crushing it.
Kick that hemp plant in the balls. We'll give you oil.
Oh.
Another difference, obviously, we went over is the legal status. So we're about 0.3. And research. It's really hard to research hemp because of all the marijuana laws. It's fucking them.
So a
Those
lot of the
are-
laws don't differentiate between the two? Or is it just the fact that you have to constantly prove it's not the
Because
other?
what if you're on the other end of it and you're like, oh, this is a little too high for the
Yeah,
legal
what if-
aspect,
Yeah.
and
I
then
made hemp
you're
and
like,
it's
oh,
like,
I had to test it
this
to
one
find
randomly mutated and now
Ooh,
it's
this
got
is
too much
actually
THC.
marijuana.
You got 40 acres of hemp, and you test your first plant, and it's at 0.6 THC. Now you have 40 acres of weed.
Now you're breaking the
Yeah,
law.
what do you do with it?
Cha-ching!
You hide it real quick.
Like, oh, shit.
Put it in your basement. You have a bonfire with all your friends and
Yeah.
call it a day.
Gotta get rid of all
Such
this
a
hemp,
waste.
man. That would suck, because you didn't do it on purpose. But.
Right.
Right.
All right, speaking of hemp, underage drinking is down in Wisconsin.
Sweet.
Good.
Good job, kids.
Drinking's worse than anything else. I
Hemp
swear.
is up. Mark, we're going to need your old lady soon, too, so send her a text, because she's got the local event coming up.
Oh,
She said she's ready whenever.
We'll get her up
yeah,
here.
tell her to come on up.
Yeah, I'm just going to say that it's down to about 30% of high school students compared to 20 years ago, which was 50%.
They're all on painkillers now.
Yeah, they're all heavily
Oh,
medicated
that
on
is probably
prescriptions.
comorbid.
They're on some.
Yeah. They're down with sexual activity.
And they're not
Because they're
driving their cars as much. A lot of kids are now waiting till they're like 18 to get their driver's license.
Wow.
That's also for like insurance reasons too. It's like sometimes it's just too expensive to insure a 16-year-old for some families. So it's just, yeah, kids these days, man, no fun.
No fun. Yeah, I guess. Well, if you put them on all the medication.
Oh,
when
is
they're-
that a knock knock?
Hey, Susan's here. Welcome back, Susan. Come have a seat. You can share a mic with your husband here. Underage drinking's down, just in case you were wondering.
That's because now if you have 4 or more,
You lose your license for
you
life.
lose it for life. You're never getting it back.
Yes.
For
Walker
underage?
just
For
DUIs.
DUIs.
Oh, DUIs?
Walker just signed it on the 28th.
Okay.
Oh, really?
If you get your 4th OWI within 15 years, you literally lose it for life.
In
And then if
Canada,
you-
it's one and done for the rest
You
of your
can't even
life.
go to Canada if you have an OWI. If
Yeah.
you're in the States, like, you're out.
You're
Like,
done.
good luck. You're not going moose hunting.
Wow.
Like, yeah. But no, they said that, and if you get caught driving after revocation, it's a year in jail. Sucks.
That's about
That's
time.
crazy.
Be
No,
careful,
I
universe.
mean,
There's so many ways to get
Be
a ride
smart.
nowadays.
Uber.
Uber is your friend.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll promote the economy and all that stuff. You
That,
can still go out and have a good
If
time.
you live in
Just don't be
Milwaukee,
an
there's
idiot.
that streetcar that'll be free
don't
for the
get
first
caught.
year.
Don't hit anybody.
Don't
Right.
hit anybody.
All right,
Drinking on
Susan.
house.
First, I got the Spring Fling in Grafton. What's that about?
Oh, Spring Fling. I didn't look that one up. I never participated in it. I believe it's all the businesses. It's kind of like an open house in Grafton. I can look up the dates. I'm sorry, I'm terrible. I did not look at that event.
All right. Well, let's talk about your event.
Moving
and I'll
on.
try to- yeah, moving
I
on.
know. I'm
It's
sorry.
in spring. It's kind of flingy.
In other news, though, the gallery night for the Spring Gallery Night in Milwaukee is coming up in 3 weeks. It'll be, you even have the dates here, April 20th and April 21st. And it's all in the historic third ward. All of the art galleries are open. There's there's 47 venues this year. Last year was like 35, so it went up. But a lot of cool studios are participating. A good friend of mine who I show at Festa with, Orlandini Studios, they're always a good stop. And he does all the plaster work for like the Pfister and the Pabst Theater and really cool stuff. But so yeah, that's coming up, and then there is also a fundraiser coming up for the WMSE Art and Music on Friday, and it's down at the Northern Brewer, Enlightened Brewing Company, and the Great Northern Distillery, which is I think by the Iron Horse. I'm not entirely sure, but they're auctioning off over 300 boards that people have painted throughout southeastern Wisconsin to support the arts.
That's cool.
Cool.
Cocktails, local food.
There's always cocktails and art.
Yeah. You gotta have the
Art.
booze, otherwise no one buys.
Yeah.
So booze is important.
Booze, what is that? Loosens the wallet.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Without getting
Wine.
into
Free
it.
wine is what you
Wine
gotta
loosens the wallet.
Didn't you get one of your paintings
Yeah,
in
loosens
Madison
the
too?
panties as well.
Oh yeah. I don't have the information on that yet though. There
Oh.
will be the RAP Regional Artists Association. They're gonna have their big event out in Madison. I haven't gotten the information on that yet.
Susan got one of her paintings
So
in
one of my
Madison.
paintings will be out there.
Cool.
I just don't know how to get it out there. Don't know what it is. Don't know what time it is.
You have a car? Uber.
We have to
I'll
drive
Uber
the
it
piece
out.
of art out
Uber.
there.
Yeah,
Give it
I'll
to a
Uber
drunk
it
guy
out.
going to Madison. Take it with him.
That's what I got.
Excellent. I got something that the cougar is going to be interested in. Cougar as in Shelly Janke.
I don't know who you're talking about. It's Sheila on the weekends. It's my other AKA. It's my cover.
All right. Here we go. We should go to this.
Okay.
Brit Beat. Have you heard about that?
Brit Beat. I'm totally British.
You're British,
Both my grandparents are from England.
but your teeth are so nice.
I got that one German gene.
German tooth.
I got a little German in there.
All right.
But yeah, no, I'm totally English.
7:30, Saturday, April 7th. I got to find out where it's going to be here.
It's coming up next week.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's a week from today.
It's a multimedia concert journey through the Beatles' music history. Tells the story of the Beatles from their early days of the Cavern Club in Liverpool, their dynamic debut on the Ed Sullivan Show, the attendance-busting concert at Shea Stadium, onward to the psychedelic Sgt. Pepper era, and finally the later years of Abbey Road and the White Album. So it tells the story and has like a backdrop, and then they bust in the concerts.
Cool.
So, Molly, where is Brit Beat here? Anybody want to look that up real quick while I keep talking about it?
Sure, I'll look it up.
So it's from its beginnings with dynamic set changes, multiple costume changes. The constantly evolving show is designed to evoke the excitement and passion of the Beatles' influence on the shapes and sounds of the 60s. The show is fun, thought-provoking, energized with a captivating journey of the Beatles, an impact on pop culture in the turbulent 60s. What do you think about the Beatles? Tickets are $40-50, by the way. Unless you get 10 or more, then it's $35.
Are you asking me what I think of the Beatles?
Yeah, what do
I
you
was never a big fan.
No?
Nah. I was Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath.
There we go.
You know.
Where are we going? No, oh, I
Led
thought you...
Zeppelin.
I'd rather go see a Pink Floyd tribute. But that's just me.
Did you find out where it is here?
No.
It's fine. I wouldn't worry about it.
Oh, we do need to say where it is. Brit Beat Milwaukee.
But I do.
Here we go.
I
The
like
Marcus
British.
Center has
Marcus Center, 7:30 at Saturday, April 7th. I think that would be cool.
What do you think of the Beatles?
I like them.
They're all
They're all right.
right.
They're okay. They're no Megadeth.
Exactly.
So also next weekend in Chicago
Uh-oh.
for the cool kids
Nerd alert.
is C2E2, the Comic Book Convention and Entertainment Expo that Susan, I, and Helen are going to.
I've never been.
It's awesome. We usually go multiple days. This year we're just going down Saturday because with baby and stuff, we're going to test the waters.
What is that exactly?
Comic books. There's going to be distributors
It's a
there
Nerdfest.
for all the big companies. So like Marvel movies, there'll be a lot of stuff promoting that.
Cool.
There are panels where they'll have like Alan Tudyk and people like that everyone loves. TV and movie stars.
Not everyone.
Well, my wife's
Yeah.
a big Firefly fan, so Alan Tudyk is going to be there. So we're going to see Alan Tudyk.
All right,
But,
enough of the bullshit. Let's
Good
get...
times.
It's super awesome. There's going to be costumes. There's going to be
I like the
alcohol.
costumes.
People will be dressed up as
Fun.
really awesome superheroes.
People
great.
watching.
I do it every year. Highly recommend it. McCormick Place in Chicago. Next weekend, 6th, 7th, 8th, whatever, 9th, 10th.
Well,
that
Shelly
weekend.
can't go. She's going to be at Brit Beat.
Well, it's multiple days, so she could go to one on one day and one on the other.
Oh,
I'd
I'm
call it
trying to get you out of it.
Mixing it up.
So, do you have a superhero that you would dress up as if you went? A
Ooh,
Wonder Woman or something?
I do like that. Who would I be? Remember Electric Woman? That was always cool. Remember?
I'm not familiar with that one.
Google it.
Electric Woman.
Electric. And then she had like a little sidekick. I
Was
don't
it
know.
Okay.
Electra?
Electra? Yeah.
Oh, Electra.
I was
Yeah.
close. I don't know.
Yeah, that's from Daredevil.
Yeah.
It's like-
There was a Jennifer Gardner movie like a couple years back where she played
so I'm not
Elektra.
really a comic person, but if you're going to ask me, at least I went for like
I too am not a big comic book reader, but I love sci-fi movies. I love all the comic book movies. All the Marvel films are great.
I don't watch TV or anything.
Okay, I watch a lot of TV.
Yeah,
All right.
I don't know. I've only.
That's fair enough. I mean, to
She
each their
owns
own.
the
I mean,
spa,
some people
dude.
are super cool and like superheroes and sci-fi movies, and some people own spas. So,
Yeah. Well, let's talk about.
I
the
always
spa.
say my life is a movie. I don't need to watch one. I feel like I'm
She
in.
makes.
I'm
the
like in
movie.
my own world and create my own
yeah.
That's
reality.
excellent. Okay.
I'm like on the super spiritual side.
Shelly, you own New Image Total Body Spa.
Hey,
Yeah.
give it a shout out.
So Mark and I are men,
Yes.
and Molly's not a girly girl.
Oh, you're taking my first question.
So
No.
what
Ooh.
happens at a spa?
Ooh, well, we're a medical spa, so we don't do
Medical
hair
spa.
and nails. So we are.
Okay, that's good to know.
So it's a different kind of spa. There's like day spas, medical spas, spas that are like in hair salons, spas that are in like a doctor's office. So we're more medical. So like I'm a laser specialist. So I do.
Lasers.
So if a guy would want like hair removed, then that would be a medical spa. That you
Mark
would go
can't
to.
fathom why a guy would want hair removed.
I laser gentlemen's heads who they don't want to shave them anymore. Can you imagine that? You know you're going bald and you just like
I don't mind the
constantly have
stubble.
to keep up, but that's something I would do. Ears, nose, backs.
Okay.
So, yeah, all that good
I
stuff.
see the appeal, but it's not for me.
No.
I've seen pictures of guys who have like laser hair removal on their face, so they have like a permanent goatee or
Yep.
something. And I'm like, what happens when goatees go out of fashion, guy?
Well, like I did like up by your cheekbone, like where you don't want to shave there all the time, and like
Yeah.
in between your
Like
eyebrows, and
I have a unibrow, so and I pluck,
yep.
but I could see wanting to laser.
Yeah,
that
it's like
off.
2 zaps are good. You know, I'm done.
That's awesome.
So yeah, hair
What?
removal is
Oh.
awesome.
Just picturing you plucking your eyebrows. Ow, 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 ow.
I'm like
Owie,
I'm
owie,
a
owie.
hairless cougar.
Hairless
Mine is on the head. That's all I got. That's all I got left. Yep.
All right. Since we are men, and
hmm
you do have a men's section, but the only thing you got listed is facials.
Right, because I mean, every guy likes massages. Everybody, you know, like I said, for laser. So sometimes men don't think like skincare is for them, but we do a gentleman's facial, which is just a different skin line that we would use for specifically for their
Men.
needs. Men's skin, you know.
Do you have a lot of male clients? Is it a popular
Yeah,
thing?
you know, I totally do the spa. Like, it's not super girly. It's more of like a classic European, like big leather couches and a
Mhm.
very gender neutral feeling. It's just like old world's feeling. So when you come in, you don't necessarily feel like, oh, I'm in a girly spa. It's like, oh, wow, this is just old school, comfortable, real laid back, chill. We do a lot of couples massages. We have
Yeah, Mao.
a lot of times they come in together, or gentlemen will come in. Just, I mean, who doesn't want a massage? I mean, everybody
Yeah.
likes that. So, yeah, it's very, and it's for men and women. And yeah, I don't want guys to think, oh, spas, but it's not that kind
That's
of spa.
kind of how.
Do you have
it
male
happens.
masseuses?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
We have 2.
They are masseurs.
Masseurs?
And we're not masseuses. Actually, they're called massage therapists.
Massage
So
therapists.
there's a difference.
Yes, there is.
Ours are all nationally certified, very
Right.
therapeutic driven. So a masseuse is kind of a different connotation towards the type of massage that you're going to get, and we're not
Yeah, I
that
have-
kind of
Oh.
place.
Oh,
That is
my.
one of my questions.
We
Explain
have-
the differences between like Swedish deep tissue, anti-inflammatory, and stuff
Okay,
like
so
that.
like a Swedish is totally relaxation, and it is based on long strokes. So you get in there and you do long body strokes to help relax the
Mhm.
muscle. And so it's considered Swedish because that's kind of where there was a lot of massagers, you know, done there, and they have. But it's really a relaxation massage. It's not deep pressure. A deep tissue would be deep pressure. It's more therapeutic. They're going to find those knots and tightness in there. We're really going to get in there and break it up, and it breaks up the connective tissue, releases the toxins that build up. That's why when you get a massage, you drink a lot of water.
Yep.
Because honestly, you'll be sore and ache afterwards because it does release all that toxic buildup.
Mhm.
So if you've got something that's bothering you, go in deep, break it up, let it out.
Okay.
How immersive is the massage experience? Is there incense and music?
Oh yeah,
and-
for sure. Like
Okay.
totally. It's just, that's the whole point of like it's
Okay.
therapeutic, but you're in a spa, so it's totally like low lights. We've got aromatherapy. We're burning essential oils. You've got the music going, birds chirping, waves, sound.
Do you have like a different musical and scent selections? Like
Yes.
like is there a
absolutely.
metal
A
one?
metal. I'll take.
That's when we're closed and I'm cranking,
Pantera.
5-finger death punch to clean the spot.
Give me a deep tissue Pantera massage, and then
I'll
just
just
put the
listen to
laser in my
Slayer
eye.
when no one's around. It's raining in blood there when the place is closed. But anyway,
I just want screams as my relaxation music. Welcome to the spa.
Yeah, no, I know. It's a Zen thing, and I think like in life there's the balance, So I own a spa, but like my balance is my music genre, and so I'm very Zen and peace and loving,
you are.
and I may dress like a spa person, but like let's go camping and have a bonfire. So I do believe that that's why I don't watch TV. I believe like the whole thing in our universe is to create balance, the yin and the yang.
Our audience is called the universe, so that's
We
who
are
you're
all
talking
masters of our universe. We're creators of our reality.
to. Excellent.
Very cool.
Yes, very Zen. So yeah, no, it's awesome there. I love it.
What would you recommend Mark and I get?
I
Yeah,
think you guys
couples
should get
massage. We
couples
come in.
massage. I'm talking deep tissue
What about me?
couples massage.
So-
We'll get some laser done in there.
A menage.
Oh, I don't know if you got a laser big enough for Mark's hair. You're gonna need
We have different sizes.
7 able-bodied men. All the lasers,
It's funny.
Only on my butt.
Fire the laser. Yeah.
just to get it off. his
So
butt.
we mentioned lasers.
Mhm.
What kind of certification goes into
Well, I'm
the
a-
lasers?
You're a laser tech, right?
I am a laser specialist. That's correct. So I'm a licensed electrologist. So 20 years ago, I went to school for that, which is the needle version of hair removal. We go in each hair. At
They
a
taught
time.
that to 5-year-olds?
That is correct. I lied about my age. I was a very mature kindergartner. So yeah.
Good one, Mark. You got it.
Yes, it's good. You're on the club list. So yeah, so then and then the natural progression would then be to go to the next level of like technology. So back in 2000 I went to school for laser at the Rocky Mountain Laser College. So now I'm certified in laser, and I've actually taught a course at like the National Laser Institute because I've been doing it
Wow.
17 years, so that's what I do.
So you laser like bikini lines and
If you can grow it, I can laser that off. There is no really restrictions to what I can do.
Mark?
You just can't be tan. The number one rule of laser. Don't
Why you
be
keep
tan.
looking at me? Do you have any body hair, sir?
Call-
You got some hairy arms.
You call my
I recall
high school...
being half of team arm hair.
Yeah, you were. But call my high school guidance counselor right now because I need to have a conversation with him. There's a job out there where you get to play with lasers and vaginas at the same time.
And you get paid. It's
And you get
awesome.
paid. Why the hell
No,
didn't you
but-
recommend that to me, bro?
In all honesty, when I'm doing my job, it's like, it's like any job if you're a nurse or whatever. You know what I
Right,
mean?
it's
Like
clinical.
I'm very professional
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, I'm there to provide a service and I try to do my best job, and everyone should be comfortable and
Right.
feel like it's, it's
I
respectful.
just find that very weird that a girl can go to a stranger and have them do that.
It's called a bar.
Oh.
No,
Wow.
I'm kidding. No, it's not a stranger. We get to know each other. We do a consultation. I'll explain
buy him a
everything.
drink.
I buy dinner, and then hey, we're in.
I rip hair off your snins then.
And
Or
but no,
laser it
the
off.
first time is probably the worst. Everyone's always nervous or a little like, oh, and then once you start like make them comfortable, and I've been doing it so long that it's no big deal to me. Like I don't
Mhm.
care. I'll just do my best job, possible. So once they do it once or twice, then they're like, oh, okay, I'm so much more comfortable now. It's fine. It's all good.
So how long does it take to grow back hair? Or is it different in different body
Yeah,
parts?
different areas. Facial hair grows quicker, but like body areas are usually your treatments would be between 7 and 8 weeks. That's the cycle. And each time we get it, it's a different cycle of hair. The trick is just getting all the cycles. So let's say it takes 6 to 8 treatments, 6 to 8 weeks.
And then it's
apart.
gone forever?
Yep.
It's permanent, yeah. I mean,
Whoa.
Yeah.
Like tattoo bald.
What?
You want to
does
be
that
bald
mean?
and you
Well,
it's
then you
like
brought up
almost like a
tattoos.
permanent tattoo of being bald.
the one thing is
Yeah,
you can't
yes.
laser
It's like
over
a
a
permanent
tattoo.
eraser.
Ooh, why not?
Because lasers look for pigment. So the chromophore in a laser treatment is actually the melanin in the growing follicle. So it finds the hair by the pigment in it. So if you have a tattoo, you've increased the amount of pigment in your skin, it'll fry it.
So if I have a skull tattoo, a tattoo
I
on
have
my
to go
on my
around
head,
it, and then you
there's going to be like leftover hairs.
Yeah.
It's just going to grow in
So
the
it
shape
doesn't
of
do
a...
blonde.
So if there's a
Jolly
pentagram
Roger.
right here or something, that's going to be like a hair pentagram when you're
Oh
done.
my god! There you go, talking about religion.
I'm just thinking of metal
Yeah,
tattoos.
right, there you go.
That's $1 right
Mark.
there.
I've seen some wacky metal tattoos on people. That's where I'm
Yep.
going.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was at that show.
I saw that guy.
I was like, you know that guy. We're in the pit. So that's why laser doesn't work on blonde or gray or red hair. So electrolysis still exists for that.
Oh, gray hair people can't get it?
Nope, they have to do the other version.
Could you dye your hair?
No, and actually
No.
they've done research where they've used like octopus ink and try to get it down into the follicle to create like, an ink in the skin, but it never gets deep enough.
Huh.
So it doesn't work. Yeah, they've done a lot of research. So the person who develops a laser that finds blonde hair will be a multi-billionaire because in all the years that I've been doing this, do not have the technology for
that
it.
sucks.
So if you think about like the wavelength, so all lasers work on wavelengths. So look at the color spectrum and they're on nanometers. And so when you look at like the rainbow and color spectrum, they have different wavelengths that the lasers find on those colors. Well, there's no color for clear. There's no color for gray. It's not on the wavelength.
Wow.
So there's no nanometers.
So gray is actually, in fact, clear hair.
It's not clear, but there's not enough pigment in it
Okay.
to be on the color spectrum, so there's no nanometer for it.
Wow, that's very interesting.
Deep.
I did have a question about your radio wrinkle treatment. Sounded interesting.
Oh,
Radio.
the E-Matrix?
Yes, there we go.
So a lot of the laser stuff that I do besides hair removal is also skin tightening, wrinkle reduction, pigmentation. So if pigment is the target, I can pull out brown spots, age spots, sun damage.
Whoa.
To take all that out. Yeah, it's the target. So I can
Take out a birthmark?
I can't remove it, but I can reduce the color in it.
Okay.
So I can take out lentigines and different things that grow on your skin and
That's crazy.
brown spots. I'm really 57. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. So with the radio frequency machine, what it actually does, and it's the coolest thing because it creates heat with sound. So It's not a laser. And so with that being said, it can work on any skin color because with lasers, pigment is the target. So you need different lasers for different skin types. So as you get into the darker skin types, you need a completely different wavelength for it to be safe. So you can't just run any laser over any skin type. It'll fry it.
Well, that may make people a little uncomfortable.
Well, I have both lasers. We have a YAG laser. So it's called an ND YAG. It's at a 1064 nanometer. So that wavelength is safe on black skin. But for all different types of, ethnicities, they have to be aware of it. So if you go to a laser place, you got to make sure you know where you're going because the laser is very safe if it's done with the right person, with the right equipment, and the right,
What if someone had like Middle Eastern or Mediterranean skin where they're kind of that perfect in the middle?
There's 6 skin types, 1 through 6. One is like, albino. Most of us in here are probably 3s. We can tan, you don't hold tan too long, you're white, kind of thing. And then you go to 4, 5, and 6s, and they're probably a 4 or 5.
Mm-hmm.
Then you are in the next section where you would use a different laser. Yeah. If you kind of look like you're tan all year round, then you're in a different skin type because you have more pigment in your skin.
Yeah, they call it olive skin.
Yeah, it's just, there's a genetic code, genetic makeup, the way you hold sun exposure, that kind of stuff. So, yeah, the E-Matrix is cool. So basically, it's a controlled injury. So anytime you want the skin to change, you have to kind of injure it to create a healing response to get the body to repair itself. And in that repair, you get new skin. So using sound waves is cool because there's no light source. I can get really close up to the eyes because when we use laser, you have to wear goggles and you have to make sure that your eyes are protected. It's like watching a welder, doing his thing. See spots for days. I've done it twice in my life and I don't recommend it. It's like, but yeah, so then we go in there and it'll heat up all of the skin because whenever you heat the skin is when you start to stimulate like the collagen reproduction and the elasticity will start to strengthen, and then you want to basically create little burn holes in the skin. That's why it's called the matrix. And so you have this grid on your face, and as it fills in acne scars, pock marks, stretch marks, wrinkles, fine lines. And there's really very little downtime. It's super safe. You just go in, you do it, maybe red for a day or two. You have this matrix that I've created, heals up overnight, 3 days. And then, for most people, but I got to warn you, just say if you're good for 5 days, and then it really repairs and produces new tissue. It's called cellular turnover. And so, you have to have something happen for the skin to change. So whenever someone calls me up and they're like, oh my God, I'm like, you're going to look great. That's awesome. Because if nothing happens, nothing's going to happen. Okay. And so it's a controlled injury. It's a good thing though, but we can do a lot. 3 to 4 treatments, 4 to 6 weeks apart. I can take care of years of damage.
Wow.
Well, isn't working out like a controlled injury? You're stressing your muscles and they come back stronger.
Right. Yep. Same thing. Same thing with skin. Yep. Stretch marks are just,
I wish I could work out
tissue.
with lasers, though.
They're
There's
weightless,
all
unfortunately.
kinds of stuff out there now. The machine's really heavy. You just keep lifting it up and down, and I swear you'll be stronger after that. I swear to God. So.
Do you want to explain to Mark, not me,
Yes.
a little bit about Botox?
Botox.
You do Botox there.
We have a plastic surgeon. So to do laser, you do have to
yeah.
have a medical director in the state of Wisconsin. So, we're good.
Molly heard plastic surgeon, and she's got a couple other questions for you.
You're a dick.
They can fix that too.
You're broken, Molly.
She's talking about you, I think.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So Botox is botulism.
Yep.
So it's, it's a chemical they find in cows that actually paralyzes muscles.
Mm-hmm.
So when you inject small amounts of it into the tissue, it stops you from moving.
But super, super, super small amounts.
Super, super small amounts. And so it's charged by the unit. You can do forehead. They call it a liquid facelift. You can basically go wherever you can move and see a wrinkle. If you can smooth that out without moving, then Botox can fix it.
Does it really puff up like it looks like on TV?
Mm-mm.
Okay, I've seen
No.
videos of Botox, and it looks like they inject it. The skin puffs up real big, and then
That's maybe
recedes back
That's your
down.
No.
cheap Venezuelan.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, I don't. I've
Okay.
not seen that. It's
Okay,
just in
'cause
there.
I saw that, and I was just terrified. You're like,
No, it takes like a day or two. You might be thinking of like they do injectables where it's like Restylane and fillers and collagen. That sometimes I think looks
Okay.
like where they overdo the lips, and you're like, it looks like a duck,
Mhm.
I think
Mhm.
there's definitely that type of swelling, and
Okay.
where you can overdo it, or they try to fill in like you have to fill in laugh lines. You can't Botox them because they have to move. Botox is mainly for like wrinkles that are created when you make a facial expression.
Okay.
All right. I was looking up botulism.
Botulism?
Yeah, but the compound is botulinum toxin
Right,
that you
right.
use.
Yeah.
It says it's one of the most poisonous substances known to man. Scientists have estimated that a single gram could kill as many as 1 million people, and a couple kilograms could kill every human on Earth.
All the cougars would be dead if that's true.
Yeah,
It's
it is.
not true. They're
I
still
looked it up.
Yeah, no, it's controlled. So it's just like a controlled injury. It's like
Botulism left untreated may result in respiratory failure and death.
yeah, it's because it can move around. But no, it's very, very. I mean, they've been doing it for however now. I don't know.
Anything
years.
can kill you if it's in the wrong place.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I could take that beer and I could inject it into your skull, and it's
Everything
going to
but
kill
CBD
you.
oil will not kill you.
Yeah.
But no, it's very
I'm
safe.
right now. I'm going to inject it into my
I mean,
skull.
right into your brain.
Doctors and
yeah.
nurses do it. So we
Yeah.
don't. The doctor does it, so he knows what he's doing.
Is that an outpatient type procedure?
Yeah,
How long does it take?
like 10 minutes. You're done. Yeah.
Botox?
Yeah, easy. Like nothing. They go in there, they say,
Oh.
move your face around for me. They figure out what you need. Bam, bam, done. Out. It doesn't hurt. Doesn't do anything.
If I had an idea for a Halloween costume,
Ooh.
and I just wanted part of my face done,
Yes, you could be like Two-Face. Like,
Yeah.
This is the old me and the younger me. Yeah, I don't know. They probably could do it. Sure. It'd be half
It'd be
price. It'd be half
a really
price.
expensive and,
Halloween
yeah.
costume.
It's all who you know.
Yeah. Well, if you know you're going to a couple.
I'm good.
Yeah. Okay. Mark, you got anything else for?
Hey.
So what else do you offer?
Well, we do like
steam treatments.
Steaming treatments. Yeah,
Yes,
steam treatments.
I'm all over it, man.
So yeah, there's a steam tent. It's called a Steamy Wonder, and it's
That's
I didn't make up the name.
It's
I
in the
swear.
dark.
It's like a steam tent, and so we use Ayurvedic oils. Ayurvedic is a very old, ancient, like Egyptian kind of method of detoxing the system. There's oils, clay, mud. It dries, and what it does is like we basically are detoxing you. So you get inside this steam tent, and you can burn up to 400 calories in an hour just by sweating it out.
Is it like a sauna?
Kind of, but it's like
Okay.
a personal tent sauna, and your head is out, so you don't get claustrophobic. So you're just kind of steaming
Okay.
from the neck down, and it's
So you can still eat.
it's a detox. It's relaxation. You cannot eat while you're steaming. You could, I mean, technically, but you can drink mimosas too if you want to do it.
So what kind of things is it taking out of your body?
I mean, we build up a lot of toxins. It depends, like on your water. If you eat fish, it depends on the food you eat.
Okay.
Do you exercise? You know what I mean? So like people build up a lot of toxins. I've had people come in who were, we don't offer anymore, but we used to offer this thing called the Aqua Detox. That's really cool. I got that from a doctor out of England, and it's basically one of those foot baths that pull the toxins out with an ionic ionizer.
Okay.
You have 4,000 pores in the soles of your feet, and they're the largest pores in your body. And actually, it'll pull all the toxins out through those pores. And we've had the water tested, and it was like old antibiotics that were still in your system.
Wow.
Yeah. This lady had surgery, and it still had traces of the medicine that knocks you out. Was that the I can't think, but
the whatever anesthetic it was.
Yeah, and there were like metals in there, all kinds of stuff we had tested at Abbott Labs, and
Probably
so
would help with depression with all those antibiotics out of your system.
Yeah, you build up, and then some people, sometimes it's genetics, sometimes it's lifestyle, but like some people just are more, they build up toxins easier, they don't release them as easy as other people, and so getting them out is huge. I mean, you can feel lagged for months after a surgery if it doesn't get out of your system. So we do that, and that's pretty cool.
And how long is the steamy wonder?
Like 20 to 30 minutes. Yeah.
I'm afraid to ask how much is a steamy wonder.
Yeah, if it's just an add-on, it's $40. So let's say you did a massage and then you wanted to steam afterwards, it would be like a $40 add-on and it'd be for 20 minutes. If you were doing like a full body steam treatment with all the oils and mud and everything else, it would be $100. And it takes about an hour.
It's even not that bad.
Officer, I was
It's a
just
lot of
getting
love,
a steamy wonder.
And then they scrub you, like there's an exfoliation part of it so that you basically get like polished and detoxified. It's awesome. And then they wipe it all off with hot towels. You don't want to shower right away after because all the oils and everything are beneficial. So you just kind of like leave it on overnight and then it's cool. It's like a really relaxing way to detox.
Does it matter what your skin complexion is for stuff like that?
No, the only thing that really matters is just laser.
Okay.
Everything else is universal.
I've never been to a spa before, but all of this stuff sounds amazing.
We got to get Molly
have to check it
ladied
out.
up at a spa.
So Susan, who's not here, has very dry skin.
Yes.
So what kind of things could you offer someone who like her arm like it almost looks like it's peeling? She can like scrape it off sometimes.
I would do a hydrofacial. It's a treatment. It's called the red carpet treatment. They do a lot of it in LA and New York, and people are like, you have that in Racine? I'm just kind of progressive. I've always, kind of researched all the cool stuff. And that thing is really good. So it's an exfoliation treatment. So it goes in and it kind of sucks out everything out of your pores because there's no point in cauterizing and tightening skin if it's all clogged up. So like when I do laser to tighten skin, I kind of want to do extractions and get everything out first. To get it all out, and then I can tighten the pores back up. So this is cool because it uses all kinds of, there's like multiple steps to it. So it exfoliates, it hydrates. The one thing that we stop producing when we hit 30 is hyaluronic acid, and that's what stops you from wrinkling. And you stop making it. You hit 31, it's over.
I'm 32. Wait, what?
Yep, it's all downhill from here.
We're all screwed.
So you have to kind of put that back into the skin to help your body, kind of fight the aging process.
So you just take young people, just wring it out of them? Or where do you get this oil from?
Yeah, they make it.
Clean out the hemp
They make
machine
it.
and you put young people in it and they make
the press.
the press of young people oil.
Just creep me out.
Oh, don't worry, we're not getting any out of you. You're safe.
It's gone. All right, side story. I was going to say, I get it from those cubs. Suck it right out of them. All right, anyway.
You are 197 years old.
Like a vampire. So then, the main thing is exfoliation. So no matter what product you use, no matter what you do, if you are putting anything, it could be the most expensive, product you can buy. If it's sitting on dead skin cells, it does nothing. It does not absorb. So exfoliation. Sunblock is the biggest thing you could do for anti-aging. The sun will just wrinkle you up. You're going to be a nice, healthy, juicy grape. And you go out in the sun, you're nothing but a raisin at the end. And
I hate raisins.
And that's what it does to your cells.
They ruin chocolate chip cookies.
So
I love the sun.
Yeah, but sunblock, especially on your face, that's the most vulnerable. So the hydrofacial is really cool. We use red and blue light therapy. So blue light is used to actually destroy bacteria. So like if you have acne and we blue light you, that's going to help break that all up and get rid of all the bacteria.
What about the good bacteria?
We don't mess with that. Only
Fuck
the bad
those
bacteria.
guys.
Yeah. And then red light is good for broken blood vessels like rosacea and
what about varicose veins and stuff?
I used to have a laser for that. I used to do blood vessels. I don't anymore. I traded that in for something else. So there wasn't a big need for it. And there's vein clinics because there's a big difference between a spider vein and a varicose vein. You know, some of them have to be stripped in saline solution and all this other stuff. And so when you start telling people you do veins, you open up a whole door of all kinds of things. And I really only want to do the little ones, the little broken capillaries.
Okay.
All right. Well, say Mark and I wanted to go into the spa one day and we said,
yes,
money is not an option.
Money is no object.
Yes. Give us the total treatment. Your best
the ultimate.
Lock the door behind us. All your appointments are canceled.
Oh my God. Well, does laser count? Do you want? Because
we want it all.
You could be completely hairless by the time I'm
What
done.
am I, a caveman? Of course, I want a freaking laser.
You also would laser your entire body. That would take.
I want my butt to look like my 9-month-old baby's butt.
I've done that too.
We're gonna close the door for a week.
There's medical reasons for doing laser. Everyone, that you said something about the butt. There's this polynidal cyst that usually guys get. It's a cyst on your tailbone and it's caused by ingrown hairs. And it's medically necessary to laser. It's the only way to get rid of it.
Wow.
So, and I've seen it's a big thing with guys in their early 20s. And they have to have it surgically. They have to have it surgically removed otherwise. And so if I go in and laser it, actually gets rid of it. So there's probably a dozen people listening to this right now who have it. So
that's just a handle for the dude behind you.
Yeah. Sure. But anyway, so some stuff is medical other than just cosmetic.
Okay.
But yeah, full spa day.
A full spa day. What's a full spa day? So I would
come in, you'd get a facial, you could throw in that hydrofacial with it, you would be glowing for days. There's microderms. That's an exfoliation treatment by itself where you basically uses sodium bicarbonate, which is like baking soda, and it kind of sandblasts your face. But very gently, yes. So
I want it done in 5 seconds.
It's a polisher, so it polishes with a suction.
Like a leaf blower in Dom's face.
Cleans all your pores out, exfoliates.
Whether they want to be clean or not.
That's right. They don't have a choice. It helps. So, doing all the skin treatments, then you get a facial, you could do a steam treatment. Laser is not as much fun, but it's always a good time.
So for that air blowing treatment, is it like a sandblasting chamber, or do you just collect the things that...
Yeah, it suctions. There's a suction to it. And
okay.
So as
it goes in... car, you put your face by the tailpipe, and she throws sand in front of you.
It has a
while she
reserve.
revs.
So it suctions. There's a suction with everything, and it goes into a reserve, and it's in there. Yeah.
I only ask because Susan does want to build a sandblasting chamber, so I was curious.
Yeah, and there's also...
Look at your sandblasting chamber.
There's a diamond tip, so if you don't want to use the sodium bicarbonate, you can actually use a tip that's got a diamond cut edge to it, and it's such a very fine kind of like a resurfacing of the skin where it's just taking off that dead top layer, sucking all the bad skin cells out, and then what it does is it stimulates your body because now you've got that fresh layer. So now anytime you use products or if your wife is dry, if you exfoliated and got all that dead skin off and then got a really good hemp cream lotion to put on your skin, then you would hydrate much better, much easier.
Now, do you have to tell people to be careful after they get that? Because a dead layer of skin is technically protective.
It's flaking off all day long.
I know, but if you take it off, that keeps bacteria that are on. It doesn't give them any nutrients to live and to crawl into your body. Do you have to tell people, hey, maybe you should be a little more careful because the bacteria on you now can get in or anything?
Never had a problem.
Never had a problem?
It's just the top dead layer, nothing else. No.
Okay.
No, my main thing is just stay out of the sun.
How about spray tan?
We used to have a spray tan. I don't have that now because there's a lot of fumes and have a lot a fan.
That would require a sandblasting chamber.
Yeah. So, but yeah, spray tans are fine. There's different kinds.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, where can we find you if we want to have this awesome spa day?
4060 North Main Street.
4060 North Main Street.
We're in the
Racine.
Wind Point Shops. We're right by the lake.
And it just takes an afternoon.
It's a nice area.
And
consultations are free. www.newimagespa.net.
Oh.
Do you guys have a Facebook page?
Yep.
We'll like you on our page and we can share it.
New Image Spa.
We'll get you all that information.
All that goes to me.
Or we'll get all that going. That's awesome. Well, thank you.
We'll be in on Monday.
Awesome. Yep, we'll be in.
Me
Cancel
too.
your appointments. So
it's payroll day.
All right, you ready for some Ask Tom Anything? Let's see what our spa chick has to say.
Oh boy, what is this?
Is our,
a segment where our listeners
you can ask me anything now.
The listeners, we have listeners can email to this email address any question, anything, and then we'll read them off for Tom. But we all kind of go around and answer them.
Did I ask the one about living off the grid?
Ooh.
No?
I'm all about living off the grid.
I want to live off the grid. I've seen a lot of cool solar panels and stuff, including Elon Musk's solar shingles. Mm-hmm. What do you think about rooftop solar panels and the solar shingles and all that stuff?
It'll never work.
Why not?
Initial investment. Regular schmoes can't afford to start out with it.
Well, it'll get cheaper as technology goes on.
That's what they said in the 70s, and it still has gotten more and more expensive.
Cheaper now than it was in the 70s.
There is technology out there based on Tesla, and that is a self-generating generator that basically you can build yourself. It costs $200. I will tell you that I honestly feel that the energy source is steam. Steam engines, that's the way to go. There's so much. If we can learn to dig deep enough down into the earth, we have endless
geothermal.
Yep, an endless supply of heat, and all you have to do, like, what is a nuclear plant? It's just a super, super radioactive steam engine.
Yeah, we just heat up water.
Yep.
To spin things.
All you need to do is do steam engine and generators, and there's not technology out there based on Teslas, and that's why I like.
On this old house, I've seen some geothermal setups where, they can use it to pull heat out, even in the dead of winter. They can use it to heat your house up, and then they can also use it to cool your house in the middle of summer at the same time.
There's a whole layer of magma down there that's heat. It's hot all the time.
Yeah. It's hard to get to it.
You know what? That's the only thing.
They dig like one deep pile, like really, really deep,
Yeah.
and they can send stuff and use that to transfer the heat somehow.
Yeah,
I don't remember the details of it. But
I swear, when the technology comes, when this next generation has had enough of big pharma, pollution, guns in their schools, when this generation just like
we're getting a little there.
I'm just saying, I have $1. I don't care.
A buck there.
So that this generation will have enough, and I think that they're going to want change, and the change will be more earth friendly. They're not going to give in to the grid.
Yeah, I think everything is getting more and more energy efficient every couple of years, so we're using less and less electricity. And then it'll get to a point where, a little personal windmill or a solar panel or geothermal might be enough to run your house.
Back to the question.
Back to the core question was about
roofing.
Tom is a roofer.
I am a roofer, and it will never work. Roofing shingles and solar panels.
What if they were permanent shingles? Like, I think Musk's shingles were permanent, like slate shingles almost.
Until it hails.
Well, they have, you're from England, I've been to England. They have a lot of stone
roofs.
A lot of stone roofs that are like 300 years old over there in England.
That's true.
Are they solar stones?
No, they're not.
Okay, so what the fuck's your point, man?
There are stones that hold heat. Lava rocks, just saying.
Okay.
All right.
So you want the regular schmuck down the road to lava rock?
No, I talked about my theory, which is steam.
Yeah, get the files on that.
I believe in steam generators.
I think in Wisconsin, it's not going
to happen.
We're too far north, probably.
You're going to put this pristine,
we don't have
brand new solar shit up, then
year round.
It's going to cost 5 times as much to do that to your roof than
we do have Lake Michigan. We can use lake breeze and wind turbines more. But that's not enough.
Yeah, but the solar panels in Wisconsin, it's not, especially
you only get it
not
half a year
long,
because you have to point south towards the equator. It's only, what if your house, the roof is like your house, east and west?
Plus then you get it covered in snow. Where are you going to put your solar panels? Half the year.
Where do you put solar panels, Mark? You get nothing.
On the driveway.
Yeah, they have to face that way, but your roof goes this way, so...
We'll build a new wing coming off the side.
Can't work.
Too much
that makes it not work.
To
practical. I'm more practical. Shelly, you're a dreamer. I'm practical. I'm telling you the solar panels are not going to work.
I'm not the one who said anything about solar panels. I believe in steam.
The question was solar panels.
It was solar panels, but the gist.
I
wanted to go off the grid type scenario with it.
I would love to go off the grid, though.
Yep.
Well, if you had solar panels, you can put it back into the grid and actually get paid.
You could do that with any energy source.
The wind turbines.
As electric cars become more popular, we're going to have more of these second-hand massive batteries that you could probably buy and put in your basement. Instead of having a backup generator, you could have a battery the size of a small fridge, and that could probably power your house, and you could be charging that instead of...
You know how many batteries Molly goes through?
Well, this is like one big...
How many batteries does Molly go through?
This is like like in your car battery... You replace it every couple of years because it's not...
okay.
There's 2 types of batteries. There's batteries that can give you a lot of juice quickly, or there's batteries that you can trickle from, and they last a long time. But they don't give you much.
Okay.
And I believe that's the kind of battery we have in cars right now, in our regular combustion cars, for the stock spark plug. But now batteries like that are similar conceptually, but huge, and they power the electric cars. So all these batteries are now coming onto the market. They'll be available for non-car purposes. All right, you want a better question, sir?
Moving on.
Here's a real original one.
Is it about batteries? Because he's been pretty cranky about batteries, man.
If you could have dinner with anyone live or dead, who would it be and why?
It'd be Hulk Hogan.
And what would you ask him?
What do you want for dinner?
Hot dogs.
Remember that time you slammed Andre the Giant? That was awesome.
How about you, Shelly? Is there any famous people you'd like to meet?
Oh my god.
Living or dead? Abraham Lincoln, if you want.
Well, you guys said you can't talk about religion.
Well, you want to meet Jesus?
I want to meet Jesus.
You want to meet Jesus?
I want to meet my maker.
Okay.
Fair enough.
There you go.
I want to talk to. I would like to talk to
I
Tesla.
don't know if you guys
I want to talk to Tesla because I swear that the knowledge is there. I want to know.
If you put a pigeon costume on, he'll fall in love with you.
Really?
Didn't he fall in love with a pigeon? That was the thing.
He was a weird guy. I would not be surprised.
Yeah, I heard.
You know, all the smart ones
Lots
are.
of geniuses.
Yeah.
They have to be off. You have to be a little out of the box.
Their brains
otherwise-
just work differently.
because you're creating technology that isn't there. You have to be an outside person, otherwise you just follow the grid.
Molly, who would you?
Gosh, I don't even
dinner
know.
with you, Tom.
That was
Can I have dinner with Tom and Hulk Hogan?
not my answer.
Is there someone else who fell in love with a parrot in this room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, moving on.
No,
Mark? Molly doesn't know yet.
Well, kind of on the Nikola Tesla thing. I think Elon Musk is a really interesting person.
Yes.
And I'd like to sit down with him and pick his brain.
He has some real strong opinions about AI technology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's like the space travel stuff. There's like that Hyperloop that he started. And yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
let's talk about the Mandela effect.
We could.
I'm into deep
That's
stuff.
that's what the fuck with Foz material.
What the fuck with Foz segment?
The
Let's
Mandela effect.
Keep that. I'll call Foz on the break and we'll do
I'm
it
all
for the
about
bonus.
alternate universes. I know. Yeah,
Okay.
Time
We'll do
continuum.
that on the bonus episode. Facebook, stay tuned.
Time is not linear.
Have you met Foz?
No.
Okay, it's Tom's dad.
Yeah.
And he is a conspiracy enthusiast.
Yeah, well, hey, those chemtrails will mess you
Yeah.
up. I'm just saying.
Oh boy.
So we
Okay,
sometimes
we'll get him
check
on
in
the
with
phone.
Foz.
He might be at the horse track right now, though.
Oh,
Ooh.
he's betting on the ponies.
Yeah.
Betting the ponies.
All right.
All right.
We
Now,
got time for one
unfortunately-
more, I think.
Unfortunately,
One more?
Shelly, you said you don't watch TV.
I just do educational stuff. But what? Okay, give me a TV question.
The next question was, I need some new TV shows to add to my watch list. Do you guys have any recommendations? What do you watch?
I watch YouTube videos about conspiracy theories.
I watch YouTube all day as well.
I watch YouTube. So I don't really watch like mindless television. I would watch like Discovery Channel, and I want to know like science channels and talk about stuff.
You got any TV
Parallel
recommendations
universes.
for our listeners?
Everyone likes a new Roseanne. That's what I heard.
I hated
That'll
Roseanne
get
when I
old.
was a little kid.
That'll get old.
I don't know.
I didn't watch the whole thing. I watched just a little bit of it.
I don't really watch TV that doesn't have something educational in it.
I'm watching Frasier on Netflix.
I've never watched a Seinfeld, and I've never watched Friends.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah,
My sister loves Friends.
the last series I saw was
Okay.
Cheers.
Well, I watched Cheers beginning to end because I'm a completist and I wanted to go back and watch Frasier. And I'm like, well, I've never seen Cheers. I should watch Cheers first.
I
So
had
I
never
sat
seen
through
it.
11 seasons of Cheers.
I had never
Cheers is
seen it,
good.
and then Tom made me go back on Netflix and watch it. But I finally got sick of Diane, and I had to skip forward to the Kirstie Alley episodes. And
I think it got better
whatever.
without Diane, but I think
Yeah,
everyone
she was
hated
annoying.
Diane, period.
But Cheers was good.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I
Tom,
just
TV
watch
shows.
comedies. Brooklyn Nine-Nine's been killing it for me.
I love the new series called The Good Doctor.
Is that the one about the doctor?
Is he good?
He's,
Yeah.
autistic.
He's autistic, but he's brilliant. But he's got very
No
just
social
lacking
skills.
social skills, and he's learning, and he's finally got the team behind him. The team at the beginning was like, "What's this guy doing here?"
Who's this punk kid?
But now they realize how brilliant he is, and how
He's
his
a
mind works
good
just a little
doctor.
differently. And they've been helping him get better with some of the social aspects of it, and it's been a really, really interesting show. And
Okay.
the guy that plays him, I can't remember his name, but he's been in other stuff. He's brilliant.
Would you say he does an accurate portrayal of?
Yeah.
What is his condition in the show? Did they say?
He's autistic.
Autistic
spectrum disorder.
Okay.
But he can
take Asperger's.
They got rid of all that now.
Oh, it's just you're just on the spectrum.
On the spectrum.
What's your animator?
It was for insurance reasons. The psychological community just said, let's get rid of it. There is no paranoid schizophrenia. There's no different types of It's all just schizophrenia.
Wow.
So, just so more people are covered because they wanted to.
So you say it's a good depiction of.
Yes.
Okay.
It sounds good.
It's a very good show.
Yeah, it sounds interesting.
And he can look at someone and picture the whole.
Naked.
No, the whole. He can break down and picture the whole body and like where the issue is, and it shows that. Okay. I just think it's a very well done show.
Cool.
I also love Lucifer.
What about TV though?
Hail Satan.
Whoa!
Is that who you're having dinner with?
It's a TV show called Lucifer.
Hail Satan.
I know some bands out here.
Yeah, and I have to put $1 in the jar.
You thought I was the most metal guy.
It's a TV show called Lucifer, and the actor that plays Lucifer is kind of cute.
Edit that out. I want that as my ringtone.
I like Lucifer.
I love Lucifer.
Yours are spinning, man. I'm out of here. Green soup is out. I'm done.
It's a TV show.
I'm going to make a recommendation.
It's hilarious.
I too, like I said, watch a lot of YouTube. A channel Susan and I started watching is called Defunct Land, where he gives the history of non-existent, like retired amusement park rides. Ooh. So there was an episode on the Back to the Future ride where he talks about how it was developed, and there's sometimes where he gets footage of the parts of the ride that still exist, but just are now back rooms filled with boxes, and it's kind of fun to see it side by side, stuff like that. So.
I saw a show on Taboo where someone was falling in love. They fell in love with old
amusement park rides.
Yeah, it's really bizarre. Oh, that's Lucifer.
Oh, Molly is spreading the good word.
If I was gonna be evil, I'd totally date that guy.
What do you think now?
How old is he? He's a little too old for me. Other than that,
whoa,
that's a good show. He's got that look, though. Yes, for sure.
Didn't know you were on a pilgrimage here.
Funny.
Okay.
Or what do they call that when they spread?
A crusade?
A crusade. I didn't know you were on a Lucifer crusade here. Yeah. Should we wrap it up here?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
I've had enough of you.
Molly's on a Lucifer crusade.
On that note,
he's just done.
All right, so go to our website. Check out Amazon, our Amazon link. Everybody shops on Amazon.com. If you go to our link, click Amazon, buy your shit.
Wow.
We get 10%.
Really?
Yeah.
I want in on that gig.
Well,
I want 1/10 of 1%.
Start your own podcast. If you can bring in money, we will give you a cut.
Yes.
I know how to make some money.
All right. So, shop on Amazon. What else do we got on our website there, Mark? We got something else going on here.
Well, we have your newsletter.
We're doing the reads for advertising.
Audible.
I'm thinking he's talking about
Audible. I was not given the script.
So there is no script. We wing it every week.
Okay. Speaking of TV shows, I have so much time to kill. How can I kill this time, Tom?
Well, Mark, perhaps you might be interested in an audiobook.
That would sound awesome.
You could go to our website because there is a place you can put your mouse and click on. That says audible.com, and you can look at books, and then you can play them, and then hear books.
Would that be a free membership for 1 month?
For 1 month,
with one audiobook included?
It has big selection.
Do I get to keep the book if I decide not to stay?
You can keep the book if you decide not to stay. You can listen to it anytime, anywhere. Listen to your books now. Hearing is the new reading. Hear books.
What?
Reading is so 2008.
Yeah, get with it.
Reading is something cool.
So you can go to our website. You can click audible.com or the Audible link, or you can go to www.audibletrial.com/unipodcast to get these special deals. And while you're on our site, you can join our mailing list. Or another way to get on our mailing list. What's another way, Mark?
Enter the contest.
For the Be Our Biggest Fan.
I totally want that fan.
There it is.
It's a cool fan.
It's a cool fan. It's a programmable LED message fan. You can put anything on it. You can put it by your desk, and when you leave, you can just say, "Eat a dick."
Peace out.
Wow.
So it's a cool fan for our coolest fan.
Cool fan for our coolest fan.
Do you have a fan club?
Oh, boom, boom. You're hired.
Who is the president? Not only a member.
Yeah.
Wow.
Tom and Mark Off the Rails fan club.
So, go check it out. You get entries by liking it, clicking it, sharing it. You got to give me your info, though. I know everybody hates that. I'm not going to use it except if you say yes, you want our mailing list. Trust me.
Your info will be sold to the dark web.
Yep.
Deep air web.
Give us some feedback. Write in your Ask Tom Anything questions. We need some more. We're slacking a little bit, aren't we, Mark?
Yeah.
I think everybody's getting too excited about the contest.
Probably.
I'm excited right now.
She's just going to take the fan home with her and there won't be any prize.
Son of a bitch. And if you know anybody who wants to be a guest on our show, let us know. Or if you want to be a guest on our show, email us at unipodcast.com. And we would like to thank our guest, Shelly Janke, for coming in. New Image Salon and Spa. Hey, give her a thank you. And we'll put all your information up on the website and on Facebook. And
all your information.
Call me. Free tomorrow night.
Sweet. She needs a date for Britbeat.
That's correct.
Should I do my reads?
That would be a time.
All right, that was my cue. We are Tom and Mark Off the Rails. Our website is theunipodcast.com. We aren't really on Twitter, so skip that.
No, come on, dude. I get those.
Are you tweeting? Because I'm not.
Well, if somebody tweets us, I'm going to get it.
All right, if someone tweets at us, Tom will respond. We are at Unipodcast. We are also on Facebook at facebook.com/Unipodcast. Again, if you want to ask Tom anything, that's asktomanything414@gmail.com.
Okay.
This podcast is available on iTunes, YouTube, SoundCloud, Stitcher, and all your favorite podcast hosting sites. And don't forget to check in with our Instagram feed for all those fun photos Tom takes of things.
You won't get all the photos I take. Those are for me.
Just the best.
Let's see what number 15 photo is on your phone.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. What'd you guys do last night?
There's 25 of you already. You only know I took 2. Did you use the bathroom? There's 20 photos.
Oh, wait, still uploading. There we go.
So, go to our website. Check us out. We got more podcasts. It's not just...
It's a network, technically.
Yeah, it's a network. And remember, universe, we're not good enough for you.